Coach, his birthday weekend, he gets to call the national team preliminary roster and then an assist tonight. How about the weekend for Christian Roldan?
You guys know I love those questions about Christian, so thanks. It was a great ball, great finish by Will, you know, against his former team. I'm sure that'll come up too, but, you know, Christian is just continuing to improve and impress, and, you know, some of the rewards statistically, okay, fine, they're nice, they're great, you know, it's good, but I think anybody that's associated with this game, and certainly people that are fans of Seattle, understand the value that that kid has.
Pardon?
Coach, you talked a lot about what a fighter Aaron Kovar is. He makes his second appearance in the last 11 months tonight. Special at all for you when you are able to reflect on this, to turn to him and go, hey, go in there and make a difference?
Well, he was ready to play. I mean, I love Aaron because he's a competitor. You saw his, you know, his initial ball that he gets it, he's going at guys. He wants to make a difference. And I think that is something that, you know, is just testament to his character. And he came in and made a difference. I mean, he wasn't 100% Aaron Kovar. He was a little rusty, but he certainly came in and made a strong impact in this game. So that's a good thing.
Jeff?
Given the physical style of play that Will Bruin uses to get in the scoring position, how concerned were you going into the game about the fact that he dislocated his elbow and is wearing a sleeve and has to take the pounding that he did?
Yeah, well, the doctors assured me, Jeff, that his elbow couldn't extend all the way, and that's the function of the brace. But yeah, you get nervous that, you know, something could happen and, you know, he could really re-injure it, and then that would probably be a really serious thing. The majority of the concern amongst the coaching staff, I don't think Will, because he's a tough kid, he wasn't worried about it, but we were worried about it, just how it affected his movement, his running, his balance. Some of those things is what we were concerned about, but he proved tonight that he was willing to sacrifice and, you know, get on the end of a header, challenge with a bunch of big defenders, so he was good.
Mark?
Goals have been hard to come by the past few games. Brian, you got 3 shutouts in the last 4 games. Just talk about your defense a little bit.
Well, it starts, you know, with the attackers, I would say, Mark. I thought you saw a pretty committed group out there. Defending is always, yes, it's Chad Marshall, who had a really big game. I was really happy to have Roman back there. You know, Brad and Jovan, that was, you know, on paper our starting back 4 at the beginning of the year. Ozzy and Gustav were very good in midfield today. I thought Gustav had a really, really good, strong game. And then you get a bunch of guys like Nico who press and hound the opposition. You got Christian, you know, everybody played their part. Flacco on, you know, on some of his set piece defending and stuff that he does well. I thought it was a full team effort tonight, and very, very pleased that we have 3 shutouts at home.
Brian?
Coach, 9 points from 12 heading into the international break. How much of a lift is that to the team heading into this short break before Portland in a couple weeks?
Big. I didn't. Thanks for saying that. That's pretty good. We like to take things a game at a time, and so this game was just really, really important. We'll focus on, you know, obviously the first part of the season, and we'll probably do a little reflection there of what we did well, what we can improve on. You know, try and get them, you know, give them a little time off, and then when they come back, try and fine-tune some things. But it was definitely a very, very big homestand for us, you know, to get those 9 points.
Spencer?
I know at times this season that you haven't been really happy when the team reverts to a lot of open play crosses, but with Bruin leading the line tonight, 18 open play crosses, was that pretty much part of the game plan tonight?
No, Spencer, I would say not. I mean, we tried to just vary things. When you're not scoring goals, you can't rely just on one thing. You have to make sure your balance is good. I urged them to shoot more from distance. I said, yes, you know, if you looked at the starting group, you know, Jovan's very good at some 1v1, getting to the end line, you know, looking for those balls in. Brad's a little different. He can swing a good early ball. You know, Ozzy's got a good shot from distance. Nico playing those little through balls. I think overall our team is pretty balanced for, you know, in a lot of different areas, but we just haven't had the execution really.
Felipe?
Coach, after these 3 games, what is your balance in general with the team?
The balance, I would say, was, consistency. We need to be more consistent. The defending is good some days, and it's not so good some other days. The attacking early in the season was good. Maybe we didn't score as many goals, but we were very good in attack, and then other games we're not. So I think for me, we just have to, make sure that we find the right balance of good defending and good attacking, and hopefully it all comes together for some games in the second half of the season.
Steven?
You mentioned Gustav Svensson's really impressive night, a great stat line here. How does the midfield change when he's partnered next to Alonso instead of Roldan?
I don't know if it changed that much because Christian has a few of Gustav's tendencies. They covered a lot of ground, and they're both good passers and stuff like that. I think it just gives us a few more options is what it does. Gustav has been kind of the guy that we've moved around in different spots, and it's just, again, testament to his versatility. He's had some really good games at center back too. I mean, we've thought of him, he's a pretty good center back for the future. But it's always nice to have that guy that you can plug in different spots, because we understand that, there will be, injuries and stuff like that where your depth is tested.
Ari, still have one?
Yeah. You guys have actually had to obviously rely on your depth quite a bit here with these national team absences. What's just your overall assessment of how that depth has kind of pulled you guys through this period here where you're trying to cope with those absences?
Well, I mean, it's the Columbus game and this game. I mean, you could say that, right, with Dempsey and Jordan. The rest of the stuff we'll just take as it is. I mean, our mantra, coaching staff's mantra, the team's mantra, is the next guy has to step up. If we missed out on a couple guys that stepped up today, I would say Nuhu Tolo came on, and here's a young kid that hadn't really played for the first team, and he stepped in and did a good job. So I think that depth is coming along.